Hello and welcome back to the Soccer Brothers Podcast. This is episode number 22. I'm your host, Sahil, and as always, I'm joined by my brother, Nihal. How you doing, Nihal?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well.
One thing we want to do is apologize about the audio quality on the previous podcast. I messed up a little bit in my editing. It shouldn't happen again. It won't happen again. So, sorry about that. But Sahil, what do you have on right now?
I have an Ambitious Strike t-shirt on right now.
And that's actually true.
If you want 15% on all your Ambitious Strike purchases, then you can enter the code BROTHERS at checkout at ambitiousstrike.com.
That's Ambitious, AMBITIOUS, and Strike, STRYK. It's a great company.
Great people.
Yeah,
great products.
Yeah, that product is wonderful. That t-shirt is awesome looking. It's very, very comfortable. I have a similar t-shirt. Actually, no, I have the same one. So it's it's a great company. All right.
It's starting to feel
to the soccer.
Starting to feel kind of numb, isn't it? We're just used to supporting a bad national team. So why don't we talk about that?
Wow.
We lost to Costa Rica 0-1 in a friendly on Tuesday at Red Bull Stadium. Joel Campbell claimed Costa Rica's goal in the 70th minute. Overall, we were just outplayed.
Joel Campbell hasn't scored in 20 previous matches for this national team.
I wouldn't say he's done nothing.
This is the first time we've lost 4 matches in a row at home, right? No, 3 matches in a row at home since 1997. The first time we've lost to 4 straight CONCACAF opponents since 1967. Jurgen Klinsmann said it was because it was a letdown because of the Mexico game. Well, okay, that's fair. But also, 7 players in this match didn't play against Mexico. Man, I mean, it was terrible. They dominated us. And, the USA actually had possession in this match. We had 55% possession. But it kind of felt like the Belgium match where we also had possession.
Yeah.
But really, it didn't feel like it. They had 15 shots. We had 4. Guess where our 4 shots came from?
Outside the box.
Yedlin.
Oh.
Brad Evans and Tim Ream. Those are the players who took the shots for us. I mean, I believe Breck Shea had a shot on a free kick, though. I guess, I don't know. Maybe that... I don't know. But still, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed with Zardes up top.
Yeah, he was terrible.
I expected
No, Zardes is not ready. He really isn't. His touch isn't there. He stops attacks dead in his tracks. He really does.
Yeah.
I think Rubin is more ready. I think Johansson is definitely a better striker. I think Juan Agudelo would probably be better for this team.
Jordan Morris,
probably.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jordan Morris have a really bad touch? I haven't.
I don't recall one.
Zardes needs to figure out his touch. He needs to figure out how to stretch the field, pick out... What does Zardes add to the team?
Pace.
Yeah, but... why not have a player like Nagbe who has pace and skill and finishing ability? Well, Zardes can finish. And passing ability. I mean...
I don't think that Zardes will never have a place on the national team. He's just... Yeah, you're right. He's not ready.
He's not ready. He really isn't. And it's very, very unfortunate. Why is Jermaine Jones playing in this game?
I don't know. I mean, especially since he was probably more tired since he was playing out wide on Tuesday.
Yeah, he's going to be 36 in the next World Cup. Why is Brad Evans playing? Is he the future at right back? Why not give Yedlin a run out at right back? And then start Zardes on the wing again and give Wooten or Wood a shot from the start.
Okay, well...
I don't understand this.
I know we're not producing results now, but do you think we have, the talent when you go down to this roster that we can easily win these World Cup qualifying matches?
No.
Because that's the next thing we have. So to stick with the same players a little bit. If you're saying we can't go down our roster and just pick out talent and win games.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I think we can beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines with our U23 team. At least I hope we can.
Yeah, I would hope so, yeah.
Trinidad is a tough place to play, and they're a good team. I'm not confident we can beat them. But at some point, you have to start making that transition. We're going to get to the Hex. So, is it worth it to bring in a player like Will Trapp or Nagbe or Lecce? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't wait until January. And if Klinsmann is gone, if Klinsmann loses either one of these matches, if he doesn't get at least 4 points, he should be fired.
But he will not.
I don't know. Actually, I think it might happen if he gets 2 points or 0 points.
Yeah, I mean, in most situations, I feel like Gulati would. I mean, he hasn't said anything like he hasn't like talked about evaluating the position.
Well,
at
he
all.
said we're going to have conversations this week.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the Costa Rica game real quickly. Some bright spots. I thought Breck Shea was actually pretty good on the left wing.
Yeah.
And then Brad Evans was out. I just ripped on him, but he was pretty good at right back. Howard was decent. Orozco was great, I thought, in the center of defense. So I think those were bright spots. Once Jeff Cameron went off the pitch, our defense fell apart. Alvarado is not ready. He's not even close to ready. I mean, Gonzalez, Beasler, Brooks, Cameron, even Ream are better options at center back right now than Alvarado.
Yeah.
So I think Jermaine Jones is a better option.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, I think our.
So do you want to? I mean, this is a bit random, but do you want to see Jermaine Jones anymore for the national team?
Oh, that's a tough one. You know,
Or just anywhere.
if he can, I mean, he hasn't really played that well either.
Yeah, I know.
It's the problem is Klinsmann is trying to have it both ways. You either need to pick a system and call up players who fit that system, or create a system that your best 11 fits, or at least 11 of your best 13 fits. That's not the case. It's a little bit of both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, it's like I just said, Jermaine Jones. It's not like he's been playing incredible. I mean, he hasn't really played well since the World Cup, and he hasn't really been same since his injury.
Yeah.
So, do I think he should be there? No. I think, Danny Williams was not very good on Tuesday either. But I think he deserves another shot. I think he needs to move up to the Premier League. I think Bobby Wood needs to move up to the Bundesliga. I mean, where are our players in top leagues? You know how much I love MLS. I'm a big proponent of it. But we were watching ESPN FC, and it's everyone says the same thing. I don't think MLS is why the national team is performing bad. I don't think Bradley and Dempsey coming back is necessarily why, but because this team has won with MLS players.
It's a lot more than just Bradley and Dempsey at this point.
Yeah, it is. Well, Dempsey shouldn't be on the national team anymore either.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say that, because it's about getting a pool of players that we can rotate in and out. We can deal with these when we can only have an MLS team or only have a European team, and just having, growth from the get-go. I mean, just looking at 2 players and, just blaming them for matches.
Everyone was blaming Josie.
Than that.
I think we should move on from Josie, but I thought he was decent against Mexico.
Yeah.
I thought he was better than Dempsey.
I mean, I guess if Dempsey wasn't so selfish, then he would have gotten the ball more, probably.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of service was there for Josie? You know what was working in 2013? Fabian Johnson on the wing to Josie Altidore. That's where we got our goals from. Remember that?
Yeah.
How many? 3 straight games with assists? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Josie needs service. I think he shouldn't be a lockdown starter. I really don't. But I don't think his time on the national team is necessarily up.
Well, I mean, here's something to support for Zardes, because I feel like if he had a forward more like Johansson or Dempsey next to him, maybe he would contribute more. Because, I mean, it's not like playing with Josie up top doesn't really supplement you that much.
We're playing 2 defensive mids again.
Right.
I think any striker we play at all is better off with an attacking midfielder behind him and 2 wingers.
And you want to see Bradley in that role, Bedoya?
No, I want to see Bradley at defensive mid.
Okay.
Alongside maybe like a trap. So Bradley can get forward. He's playing more of an 8.
Yeah.
And then I want to see Fellhaber or Wynn. Wynn came off the bench last night. I thought he was great. I thought he was one of our more attacking players. He's the only player with flair, but he's playing at left midfield. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
What has Mix Discaru done to merit a call-up? He doesn't even play for NYCFC. So Jurgen talks about how certain players need to challenge themselves and need to be able to get consistent playing time, but he calls up players like Mick Siskerud.
Yeah.
And the whole Fabian Johnson debacle.
The other thing was,
we haven't even talked about.
Just in general, his call-ups is that you need to create competition within your roster.
Right, and if
bringing up Brad Evans every week isn't doing anything.
Who started? Fabian Johnson's are starting. I don't know if Brad Evans is starting right back.
No, I mean calling him up though.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that. I mean, there's a lot. You know, we're actually talking about the national team longer than I thought we were going to.
That's what I thought.
But I mean, as I was saying, like Ventura Alvarado is not playing for his team. He's not playing for Club America. And I understand in certain situations, like Josie Altidore at Sunderland, when you know he's a player that is an integral part to your team and needs to get out of that situation and get some playing time, I understand that. But you can't have a bunch of players on your team like that.
Right.
Why is Wando still called up? I mean, really?
I mean, yeah.
Why is Ramonda...
I mean, the availability of some of our forwards wasn't really there because of, you know, like the U23 Olympic qualifying and everything.
Where's Juan Agudelo? Surely he's a better option than Wando. Maybe not. You know, maybe not. Maybe Wando plays well against Mexico if he comes into the match.
Yeah.
Why didn't Bobby Wood start against Costa Rica? Why didn't Breck Shaves play left back? These are the questions.
No, so especially Bobby Wood. I mean, if a player comes on a substitute, scores a goal, I mean, you just start him in the next game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Taylor Twellman said something perfectly correct in the broadcast. He says, I don't think Jurgen Klinsmann is necessarily sold as Bobby Wood as a starter at this level. But then again, how are we going to know if he doesn't get a start?
Yeah.
In every game Bobby Wood has played, he has been good in terms of creating chances. The finishing touch hasn't always been there. So, but recently, in the last 4 games he's played, he scored.
Yeah.
Or the last 3 games. 3 out of the last whatever games. In 3 games against Germany, Netherlands, and Mexico, he's scored.
At this time last year, he was making some of his first caps. It's kind of crazy that Jurgen actually noticed or thought to call him up that early.
Well, remember, Bobby Wood was on the 2013 initial roster for the Gold Cup.
Oh, okay.
So he's always been someone who U.S. fans have been high on.
I remember you didn't like him at this time last year.
No, because he was missing opportunities.
Yeah,
I thought he was exciting, but he needed to get that finishing touch, and he did.
Yeah.
So he's proven himself. And, I was wrong. There are cases where Jurgen has shown faith in a player, and it's worked, like Kyle Beckerman. But a faith in a players who aren't even going to be there for the next World Cup doesn't really make sense to me. Against Mexico, don't get me wrong, it made sense.
Yeah.
But is Brad Evans, a player who did not make the roster for the World Cup, really a better option at 33 than anyone else in the pool? I just don't understand it. Our right backs? Well, why was Fabian Johnson? I don't think we're even going to get into that. Him being sent home, but that was ridiculous. What Jurgen was talking about in the press.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think one good thing, and it's wait, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, there's the one good thing is that we have the Copa Centenario.
Yeah.
That's going through. So.
Other stuff happened in the world of U.S. soccer. So why don't we go to what the U23s did in Olympic qualifying? So we beat Canada 2-0, and now we're going to go play Colombia in the next match to actually go through into the 2016 Olympics.
Yeah, it's a home and away series. It was a good performance. Canada had a player sent off in the first half. Pelosi scores in the second half, and then Jerome Kestevetter scores again on a penalty kick. Yeah, I mean, it was a good performance. It's going to be very, very difficult against Colombia, but I don't really know much about their team, so I can't really speak to it. But I'm excited about it, and like I said, hopefully we can have some of those players like Rubin and Mario Rodriguez there to help us out.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we move over to the 2016 European Championships? We haven't really talked about this much yet, but the qualifying group stage matches are done. All 10 matches are complete. The top 2 teams from each of the 9 groups go to the group stages of the European Championship finals, and that third place team goes to the playoff round.
The top third place team goes to the playoff round. It's been a very interesting qualifying campaign. The Netherlands not qualifying is probably the biggest story. And they have not been good. They haven't been good throughout the whole qualification. And I think their previous coach, who left about a year ago, said, not Louis van Gaal, I'm not talking about Louis van Gaal. He said this defense wasn't good enough. And, the team really they didn't perform. And against Czech Republic, they lost 3-2. They gave up 2 early goals. Then Robin Van Persie scores a horrific own goal. Oh, yeah. And then they're able to pull 2 back. But, overall, they didn't deserve to make it. And I think, many third-place teams in the World Cup have had difficulty qualifying for the Euros. I think all of them since like the 70s, except for Germany, have failed to qualify for the next European Championships. Yeah. Stat Geek's not here today, so he can't verify that. But there was some crazy stat like that. But they didn't really deserve to make it. And, Turkey really, really pulled it out the last second. Turkey was playing... who were they playing? I forgot who they were. Wait, can you just go to the group quickly?
Yeah. Turkey
they're playing Iceland. So they were playing Iceland, and...
in Latvia.
No, they were playing Iceland, Sahil.
Oh, sorry.
So I don't know. Those aren't... That thing over there isn't dated.
Oh.
They're playing Iceland. Turkey goes down to 10 men in like the 80th minute, and then Inan scores an absolute beauty of a free kick in the 90th minute, and they're straight through to the Euros. Good for them. They're probably my second or third favorite national team because I love Turkey. And they have some good players. They're a very, very talented team. And I think they can do well. So in Group A, we've basically talked about Czech Republic won. Aaron Johansson's Iceland finished in second place. And Turkey is through in third place. So a very, very interesting group. Why don't we go to Group B?
Yeah, the number 1 ranked team in the world won this group, which is Belgium.
And what is it? Points. The number 8th ranked team in the world? Wales? Aren't they up there?
I think they were, but then they got out of it.
I mean, all these European teams move up during European qualification. Yeah. So Wales qualifies for the first European tournament since 1972, something like that. I really should have had these stats beforehand. But really, it's been a very, very long time. It actually might have been the 1950s. So good for them. Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey, some very, very good players. They were able to make it. Belgium, obviously, like you said, the world's number 1. Very, very, very talented group of players. It'll be interesting to see how they can perform.
Yeah.
And then Bosnia, a favorite of yours, with Pjanic and Destro, the 2 Roma men.
Pjanic and Destro.
Dzeko. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Sorry, I that was just a... You used to like Destro, now you like Dzeko.
He's not even play for Roma anymore. Besides the point. Anyways, yeah.
So, they were able to qualify. They're also a very, very good team, and it'll be interesting to see how they can do it in...
the playoff rounds.
In the playoff rounds, and I think hopefully they will qualify.
Yeah.
For the Euros. And it's interesting because there are a lot more teams this time. Since there are 24 teams, they've expanded. It's been 16 up until this point.
Yeah.
All right, Group C.
Yeah. Isn't it just kind of refreshing to see Spain doing well again? I don't know. For me, it is. I've never been a big fan of them, but I just since we're not going to see Netherlands in the Euros, I think it'll be exciting to at least see a good Spain team.
All the former American Spanish fans are, maybe we'll come back out. There's a lot of them, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, Group C, as you alluded to, Spain won the group by 5 points with 27 points. 9 wins and 1 loss. Slovakia, I think Martin Hamšík plays there.
Scored a goal last game.
Yeah, so they finished in second place. In Ukraine, very, very good team. I think can do very well if they qualify for the Euros, finish in third place and advance to the playoffs. Macedonia, disappointing showing in this qualification. 1 win and 1 draw, 8 losses. So, I expected them to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But, Ukraine goes through, and they have some talented wingers in Yarmolenko and Konoplyanka.
Yeah.
So...
All right, why don't we move down to Group D? World champions, Germany. Oh, do you have something to say about that?
No, I was just going to say, remember, Ukraine co-hosted the last tournament. So
Oh, yeah.
that's 2 in a row for them. Same with Poland. Speaking of co-hosts, Poland was the other co-host, and they're in Group D.
Right. Poland finished second in that group. I said Germany finished first, and Republic of Ireland's going to the playoff round as they finished in third place.
I mean, Ireland's biggest matches in this qualification campaign. They made the playoff rounds by 3 points over Scotland. Their big matches were a 1-1 draw against Germany on the road, and then a 1-0 win against Germany at home.
Yeah.
So incredible stuff for them. It's just awesome to see Ireland back in the tournament. Some of the best fans in the world. Hopefully Robbie Keane is there, and Doyle. Some of the MLSers are there, and of course all of the Everton men: James McCarthy, Seamus Coleman, Darren Gibson, Aidan McGeady. So it's going to be exciting. Ireland is a fun team to watch, and then Lewandowski, 13 goals. 13 goals in 10 matches. I mean, is there a better player in the world right now at this moment in time?
No.
Maybe.
And if he continues this form, honestly, is it a stretch to say that Poland makes like the final or the semifinal?
Yeah.
No, I don't know about it. I mean,
all right. Well, we'll see.
Form that Lewandowski has right now, he would be a better player than Messi.
Look at the goal differential. Poland scored 33 goals in qualification. 33 goals in 10 matches. That's insane. A 23 goal differential through only 10 matches.
Wow.
So
averaging 3.5 goals a game. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, why don't we move to Group E, where England, E for England. Okay.
It's England. A perfect run of games. No, 10 wins for them, 30 points. So it was good for them. Not a terribly difficult group, but 2 wins against Switzerland is decent.
Yeah.
So Switzerland comes in second place with 21 points, and Slovenia in third place with 16 will be going to the playoffs. Not a whole lot to say. Yeah. We'll see how England fares. Can they win the Euros? Maybe. They have some young players like Ross Barkley, Raheem Sterling. They have Wayne Rooney up front. They have Sturridge if he's healthy. They have some exciting talent. John Stones and Jagielka and Cahill in defense. I mean, those are good players.
Yeah.
Do I see them ultimately? I think they can make a semifinal run.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about more right after we finish the groups about who we think is going to win. So in Group F, this is probably the worst group to me. Northern Ireland won the group with 21 points. Romania finished second, and Hungary finished third and go to the playoff round.
Yeah. I mean, Greece, disappointing.
Yeah. 1
win and 3 draws, and they finished in last place behind the Faroe Islands. I mean, come on. This team won the Euros 13 years ago.
Yeah. Nearly made it. I mean, forced Costa Rica an extra time in the 2014 World Cup.
Yeah, but I mean, that's because Costa Rica went down a man, really. That was an ugly, ugly match.
Yeah.
Although you were screaming Torcidas the whole time.
No, that was
Torcidas is a Roma right back. Or left back.
He's fullback, yeah.
Yeah, fullback. And Sahil was just like, Torcidas every time you put it across.
I didn't sign a CONCACAF waiver when I became a USMNT national.
No, I'm not saying you should have been necessarily rooting for Costa Rica. You should have. But
it's fun to see, like, Pjanic scored in that World Cup.
Okay, yes. Pjanic is fun to see. I enjoy watching Ross Barkley. But Torcidas? Come on.
He was integral to that 2013-2014 campaign. Not really.
All right.
He was okay.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. So in Group G, we had Austria, who had a very good run with 9 wins and 1 draw, win the group with 28 points.
Undefeated.
Russia in second and Sweden in third going to playoffs.
It's a good group. Montenegro is a good team, too. So, they finished in 4th place with 11 points. No surprise, really, Austria winning the group. But, I mean, maybe with the ease that they did, they're a very, very good team. With David Alaba can play anywhere. He can play left back, center back, defensive mid, outside. I mean, he's just a wonderful, wonderful player. And then Russia, it's a big next 3 years for them. They have the Euros, and they're hosting the Confederations Cup. and then they're hosting the World Cup. So if they can make a deep run into the Euros, maybe to the quarterfinals, it's a real statement of intent. And remember, 16 teams are going to get out of the group out of 24. So there's a good shot that they're going to make it. And then Sweden. It's great to see them in a tournament. Probably Zlatan's last tournament.
Lost to Portugal in the playoffs of the 2014 qualifiers.
World Cup
qualifiers, yeah.
So, it probably is Zlatan's last tournament. It's great. It would be great to see him in one more big international competition.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, in Group H, we saw Italy win. Going undefeated, 7 wins, 3 draws.
Jovinko's Italy.
Wait, how many caps did he make in the tournament? Just 1, right?
2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
This past weekend. Italy finished in first place with 24 points. Croatia in second place. Norway in third place with 19 points. So very good top 3 in that group.
Yeah.
And you can imagine why European qualification was so difficult before this. 8 of these teams wouldn't have made it before.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of good teams there, but it's also a little bit watered down with like Northern Ireland. I forgot to mention this, but England, Northern Ireland, and Wales and Ireland are all in the tournament.
Yeah.
Where are you, Scotland? Come on.
Well, at least another UK team beat them out.
Yeah. Well, Ireland's not a UK team. Just to make that clear. Not to offend anyone.
Okay.
No, come on. It's a big issue.
Okay. Well, then why are you talking about England and Ireland?
They're in the same.
Okay,
they're in the same area. I was just saying.
You already made the comparison.
No. I didn't. You know what? Whatever. You don't want to offend people. Well, okay. Anyway, Italy. Jovinko tore it up. Absolutely tore it up in these last 2 friendlies. He looked like he was playing in MLS. Not friendlies. Did I say friendlies? Yeah. In these last 2 qualifiers. He looked like he was in MLS. Croatia, obviously a good team. Halilovic as well. Also Kovacic and Modric and Rakitic. What the heck?
Stacked midfield.
2 Barcelona players, 2 Real Madrid players in the midfield.
Wow. Mandzukic
up top. Serna at right back. They have some great players.
Yeah. Yeah, never really thought about that.
So, it's going to be an exciting team to watch next year.
And then Norway in third advanced to the playoffs. Do you think?
I don't think they're going to do
Are they
anything.
unseeded or seeded? Let me check real quick.
I think they're unseeded.
Yeah, they're unseeded.
All the
So, if they get wound up with really any of those teams, I don't see them winning. Maybe Hungary. But, yeah.
I'd like to see Ireland play Hungary. I think those are your 4. Actually, Denmark's pretty good, too.
Yeah, it seems like UEFA...
Sorry about that.
I guess UEFA controls the Champions League and this, but in the Champions League, the playoffs are just so terrible sometimes. Like what was it? Lazio Leverkusen?
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. But it's unseeded, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. There's 2 different routes.
It's like African World Cup qualifications unseeded. They play all the group winners play each other.
All the group winners.
Yeah, there's Egypt was undefeated in their group. They won 6 games out of 6, and then they drew Ghana in a 2-game playoff to qualify for the World Cup.
Wow.
That's so dumb.
I don't get that doesn't make any
sense. I think
that's
why I think the hex and this kind of qualification is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So,
all right, why don't we get to Group I, which Portugal won 7-0-1. Wait, no. That's okay. This is not updated.
No, that is right. There's only 5 teams in that group.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, 21 points for them out of a possible 24. Albania finishes in 14th place. Sorry, second place with 14 points. Denmark in third place, and Serbia doesn't go through. And Mkhitaryan's Armenia, only 2 points in that group. Not a whole lot to talk about. Portugal, Albania is an exciting team. They'll be cool to watch in the tournament.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that's it for Euros.
All right. The playoffs are going to be on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. I believe that's the same international break as where we start our World Cup qualifying.
Those are the first legs.
Yeah, and the second legs will be on the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th.
So it'll be an exciting 5 days of soccer.
Very much so. And who's your winner for the Euros?
I'm going to go with France.
I was going to go with France, too. So I'll go with Belgium.
We'll do a Euro preview next summer.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll actually be there.
Yeah, which is going to be really exciting. We're going to get to see a lot of teams,
a lot of players.
We'll
try to get some media passes.
I never thought I would see.
We'll try to get some media passes.
Possibly.
Just make sure we get up there. And just, there are, for the playoffs, there are 4 seeded teams and 4 unseeded teams. So the seeded teams are Bosnia and Herzegovina, Ukraine, Sweden, Hungary. So those 4 teams can't play each other. And then the unseeded teams are Denmark, Ireland, Norway, and Slovenia. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so why don't we go over some MLS action that happened midweek. Toronto FC beat New York 2-1 at home.
I mean, yeah, that's a big result for Toronto FC, and they're in the playoffs for the first time in the club history.
Crazy.
So, great for them. Joe Vinco scores an absolute wonder goal after landing in Rome, or after coming back from Rome a couple hours earlier. I mean, this guy, 37 goals and assists this year.
That's crazy.
I mean, he is far and away the best season of any MLS player in the history of MLS, which is a little redundant, but I am just so adamant about this that it's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we can talk more about his legacy once he produces these same kind of numbers next year.
If he stays in the league. That's the big thing. We got to hold on to him.
That's true.
He might go on loan. I think that might be good for the league if he can show that
he could do it other places.
Yeah.
What if he can't?
Well, then it'll be fun to watch him here.
I mean, he honestly... I think he can do it in other places. He can't do it. He needs more space than he could get in Serie A. So it was a good move for him too.
Yeah, I mean, he could play for top teams though. I think he definitely could.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him in La Liga.
I mean, he'd be a starter for Everton easily.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not easily, but I think he'd be a starter. So, I mean, the other externality in that match is that New York are now tied with FC Dallas for the Supporter Shield. And speaking of FC Dallas
beat Whitecaps FC 2-0 at home.
Mauro Diaz, another wonder goal. These 2 matches were on SportsCenter. Joe Vinco's goal was number 2 on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
But they were showing these matches. They're showing highlights of these matches on SportsCenter. It made me very happy. So they're tied for the Supporter Shield race with 1 game left, or 2 games left for both of them. And New York has a 15-goal differential, and Dallas has an 11-goal differential. So, interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
And then in our last game, RSL lost to Portland 0-1. At
home. A big game for Portland. With that match, they are currently in the playoffs over San Jose by 3 points. Controversial. Hamilton Olave was sent off, and Portland were awarded a penalty that Adi scored. But it seems, it should have been a red card probably, but Olave tackled their new young DP, I forgot his name, outside the box. So maybe it shouldn't have been a penalty, but what can you do?
Yeah. All right, so...
Well, some more MLS news. Actually, no, I'll save it. I'll save it for when we talk about the Everton United match.
So do you want to... Should we make predictions later about, MLS Cup final and all that?
Yeah, we can do that later.
All right. So why don't we preview some European matches that are happening this weekend? Nice to have club soccer back. Tottenham is playing Liverpool at home in Jurgen Klopp's first match as the head coach.
Yeah, I think Tottenham are going to win. Sturridge is back and he's on form. This break will have helped them for sure. The international break, get them healthy. But I think Tottenham, they're playing very, very well before the break after a slow start. And I think they're going to go on and win this match.
Other games in the Premier League, Everton's facing Manchester United in Goodison.
Huge match. Probably the best and biggest match in all of European football this weekend. Everton.
It's going to be a draw.
What? No. We've beaten them the last 2 years at home.
Really?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah. 3-0.
You beat Manchester United last year 3-0?
At home. And the year before...
Must have been at the beginning of the season.
No, it was at the end of the season.
Really?
When Everton were actually starting to play well again.
Oh, yeah.
But, what was I going to say? Kevin Morales is back. John Stones is probably going to be back. Hopefully, Seamus Coleman. So those are huge. And Leighton Baines is almost on his way back. So... I think Everton are going to win this match at home. I think they will. What I was going to say is Rob Heineman and the ownership group of Sporting Kansas City are reportedly or are rumored to be there at Goodison this Saturday because they're potentially seeking to buy the club from Bill Kenwright. I know with Ped McPartland. We talked a little bit about the Everton board out movement earlier on. I believe episode 18. So go check that out if you're interested in that. It's very, very interesting. Sporting KC is one of the best run clubs in MLS. So I think it's a good fit. Obviously, what happened was actually Ped McPartland's co-host for Toffee TV and the MLS show tweeted at Rob Heineman and said, "Are you going to be at Goodison this weekend?" And he retweeted it. So we'll see. We'll see if he's actually there. It's interesting. It's probably a good fit. Yeah. But talking about Everton, I think they will win this match. I could see it being a draw. You think it's going to be a draw?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 1-1.
Okay. Fair. That's fair. I mean, I'd probably take the result.
Yeah. It's a good side. Okay. So moving over to Serie A, Napoli in 6th place facing Fiorentina. Fiorentina's first in the league right now. Napoli is the second most goals in Serie A.
Yeah, Insigne and Higuain have 5 goals apiece. Insigne has 3 assists as well, and Higuain has 2 assists. So between them, 10 goals and 5 assists, which is, they're on fire.
Yeah.
And Fiorentina, also on fire, beat Inter on the road, right? Or was it at home? I think it was on the road. Yeah. It was on the road. So they're in first place. Have they lost yet?
They've lost their first game of the season, but I think they've won every one since.
It's interesting. A lot of people thought that this team was going to be bad. And Sal, you watch Serie A a lot. I mean, they have really been very.
Kalinic has stood out as a player who I did not think would perform.
Yeah, how many goals? Does he have?
Giuseppe Rossi has actually scored his first goal since he got injured, which is exciting news for him. Things are looking up. I don't think they're going to retain it. I think if there's one team that scares Roma fans like me, it's going to be Inter Milan to battle for that.
So you don't
also Juventus, I guess.
You don't think they're going to sustain it? You don't think they can sustain this run of form?
If I was a Viola fan, I would go for Champions League qualification right now. That's what.
Really? No, come on.
Yeah, no. We've seen this before. It's like 6 games in.
You haven't seen it before.
6 games
when
in.
Roma had that perfect start to their season, Juventus was right there. Right? It's not like...
they were kind of right there. Yeah, I think they were right there.
Yeah, they were right there. They were always only 3 points behind. And, Kalinic, like you said, 4 goals on the season. So he's been very, very good. I'm going to take... So what do you think is going to happen in this game?
I think Napoli's... I'm going to go with... It's a bit bold, but I think Napoli's at home. I think they're going to win 2-1.
I think Fiorentina's going to get a draw, 1-1. Kalinic and Higuain are going to score.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next Serie A match we're going to talk about is Inter Milan-Juventus. Inter Milan second place in Serie A right now, and Juventus, disappointingly for them, 12th.
Yeah, and you're right. Inter Milan have been playing very, very well. Obviously lost to Fiorentina, and they really could win the league. I still think Roma will.
Yeah, I think Roma will. How far do you think Juventus... Yeah, where do you think they're going to finish this year? It's so hard to say.
It's hard to say. I think they'll finish in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I think they'll finish third.
If they're let's say 6th in February, do you think Allegri's gone?
I don't know, man. Yeah, he won them the Scudetto last year. He took them to a Champions League final. When you lose players like Tevez, Vidal, and Pirlo, you're going to struggle. Mm-hmm. And you have to integrate these players like Dybala. Morata is the striker now.
Yeah.
It takes time. And Vidal, I think, is one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy that he doesn't, he's a backup midfielder for Bayern.
It's just, Bayern's ridiculous. There's no point in anything.
They're the best team in the world.
Oh. Easily. Well, besides Toronto FC.
So, what are you going to say for this game?
Wait, you didn't hear me say that?
What'd you say?
I said besides Toronto FC.
Oh. Qualify? Okay. They must have, the worst...
Could Jovinko play for Bayern?
Spending money to playoff appearances ratio.
Oh, easily. Well, they've only started to spend a lot of money.
It was January of 2015 when they got Altidore? Yeah, okay.
No. They got Altidore this summer.
Oh, yeah, this summer and then 2015.
Oh, no. Last winter.
2014 January was Bradley. That's what I know.
Yeah, 2014 January was Bradley. And then, and Defoe. 2015 January was Altidore and Jovinko.
Okay. So, I mean, still, you expect them
And remember, Jovinko was supposed to come in the summer. But they were able to get him in January.
Yeah. All right, Inter Milan Juventus prediction.
I'm going to say Inter Milan 3, Juve 1.
I'm going to say Inter Milan 4, Juventus 1.
Wow. I thought 3-1 was...
goals, yeah.
In Serie A?
Yeah,
5 goals?
Yeah, but, Juventus...
Between two top teams?
Juventus isn't going to be like that, though. They're going to push their line high up.
But their defense is still good.
It's still good, but... I just... Icardi's going to get a hat-trick in this game.
Don't they have Alexandro?
Yeah.
At left back, and they have Chiellini and
he's a good
Barzagli
addition.
and Bonucci and Lichtsteiner. They've got a good defense.
Well,
no, you know what?
I don't know if it's been performing, though.
They've only given up
8 goals. Yeah, that's not that much. They just
Well,
can't
actually,
score.
that's a lot. In 7 matches?
Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah. Juventus could afford to do that.
Fiorentina have only given up 4.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. We're bringing back our little game.
Yeah,
Still yet
it's
to
probably
be named.
been 10 episodes.
Before we get into TBD, which is what we call it, because it's still to be determined, remember to go check out ambitiousstrike.com for 6 shirts. Use the code BROTHERS at checkout for a 15% discount off your entire purchase. That's an exclusive code to this podcast. They're great shirts. You'll be helping us out. So please do that. The shirts are great. That's Ambitious, spelled ambitious, AMBITIOUS, strike, STRYK.com. And their website's awesome. So,
yeah, love the design.
Yeah. All right,
let's get into it.
All right, so to explain the game, what Sahil or I will do is ask or give the other person a player. So what the other person has to do is answer 3 questions. What do you think of their game? Where do you rank them in the pool? And do you see them at the for their national team? And do you see them at the 2018 World Cup? So Sahil has picked a player. I don't know who this player is, and I'll have to answer the question on the spot.
Right. Yeah, we were just talking about this team. Alvaro Morata is the player that I'm going to pick.
The male version.
Yeah.
No, the female.
Morata would be the female version.
Yeah, the Morata would be the male version.
Yeah. All right, so first things first, what do you think of his game?
Oh, I think he's an excellent striker. He's still young, and he really proved that he can be a top striker. He needs to perform a little bit better for Juve in the next coming months, I think. Of course, I
was a bit unsure of his move, actually, from Real Madrid to Juve. I was a bit confused. Not confused, but I thought they could have done.
Well, remember before Benzema went into his crazy form that he did for a little while, people wanted Morata to start.
Yeah.
So for Real Madrid, but I love his game. I think he's fast, he's strong, and he can finish, and he's always in the right position. So he's the striker you want. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, he might be back at Real Madrid in a couple of years with that buyback option.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Yeah, we'll see where his career goes. Yeah. He got injured recently while on national team duty, but it looks like he's going to play this weekend.
Yeah.
So
it would be a big purchase from Real Madrid, but then again, Morata's probably cost Real Madrid a lot of money after that Champions League semifinal last year.
Yeah.
Because you get prize money for the Champions League or
That's
whatever.
True,
so.
Yeah. Well, okay, next question. Where do I rate him in the pool? Now, I know this is kind of crazy. I think he's the best striker in the Spanish national team pool.
Diego Costa?
Nah. Diego Costa is he's a great striker, but if you frustrate him, he gets too caught up in that.
Yeah.
So, and he's not really performing that well, and he's always injured. I think Morata is the way to go.
So Paco Alcacer just not proven, or?
Well, he could get there. I definitely think he could. But right now, I think Morata is the best striker in the pool.
I would agree. And will he be at the 2018 World Cup?
Oh, yeah. He should be starting.
Yeah. Kind of answered that in question 2.
All right.
I don't think we have anything else to say.
Nothing else to really talk about.
All right. We have an email for this podcast. It's SoccerBrothersPodcast@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter @SoccerBrosPod. My brother's Twitter is @BigTimeBrownie. Mine's @ASR_Sahil. Leave a review on iTunes, rate us on iTunes, leave a comment on SoundCloud. We appreciate any feedback we can get. Thank you for that, Nihal.
Sorry about that. Thanks for listening. We also want to thank our social media intern, Dinesh Raj, who made his debut in the last podcast. Go check that out, episode 21. He's been running our Twitter, and our Twitter has been much better recently.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks to him. And
you can also call him D, by the way. I don't know. My brother didn't clarify that, but his nickname's D, so we might refer to him as D. We're talking about Dinesh when we say D.
Oh, yeah. No, we're talking about the defense of whatever we're talking about.
Wow. Okay.
You know what?
This is beyond me. Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys.
See you guys.